Hello everybody, my name is Maggie and today we continue with our English exercises for digital marketers. I create them for everyone who is interested in MarTech as the field of their professional domain or learning for the future or something, especially for native speakers, because I am a non-native English speaker and I know how difficult sometimes it is to find, the possibilities to practice particularly your topic, not just, from the big English books of business English, right? And that's why I decided to create these exercises, and I really hope that they're going to be interesting and useful for you in particular. And I'd recommend you to open the website and go through the exercises and complete them before this video for you to be aware of what's going on there, and maybe just check your answers or go through these exercises once again. But I guess it would be interesting for you to, go through them. And let's just have this just without further ado, let's have the overview of the exercises. And what I have here is that we're going to talk today about MarTech and AI. Artificial intelligence has been a huge part of our development, let's call it that way, especially in the digital domain. And I guess these 15 minutes of our learning, let's call it that way, wouldn't be, easy maybe if you've never really covered this topic, but it would be quite interesting to actually focus on the terms and contexts and definitions, because otherwise I guess it would be really difficult to navigate these ones. That's why these English exercises are actually created. And what I want to also say here, that maybe you've noticed that other exercises have more like high number of exercises and that, but I guess this one is actually a little bit more difficult, I guess, and may require a bit more time because, as you know, I try to fit the exercises duration, the length, into 15 minutes for you to have, this possibility to not waste too much time, not to spend too much time on this learning, but rather have at least a little bit of, focus on this learning or this development. And I guess it's nice to just focus on not the number of exercises, but rather their difficulty and complexity. And yeah, let's go back to exercise. So what do we have here? We have here the box where you can, think back to the interconnection between MarTech and artificial intelligence. What's there in your opinion? I mean, your initial understanding of this topic and how it can be actually used. And write down, these bullet points. And then we have a bit of theoretical aspects. You can also check out the blog post which I have on my website. It contains more information about this, and also you can check out the online open lecture which I also have on my YouTube channel. Now we have the exercise generally about the terms and the definitions, and we're going to go through it more details a couple of minutes later. And we have answer key, obviously, for you to check whether there's something you missed, or maybe you misunderstood something, you want to check it once again. Also, you can see here the link to the feedback, to the possibility for you to leave the feedback, or maybe you want a particular topic to be covered in the exercise. You can also share with me what you'd be interested in. And of course, I don't only create English exercises, I also record my online open lectures about really relevant topics for MarTech. And also I host online conversations called MarTalks, where like-minded people in little groups, we have conversations in order to use the terms and feel more confident in our everyday life. And you can work with me individually if you want to improve your spoken English and feel more confident. And you can also check out the MarTech guide which I created based on more than a decade of experience in this field. And I guess that's it. You can try to, explore all the possibilities, and I think that it's going to be rather interesting for you. At least I hope. So without further ado, let's go back to our exercises. Well, the first box, I will not do that actually. You can share your opinion on this interconnection between MarTech and artificial intelligence in the comment section. I think it would be really interesting to share our opinions, because actually I know stuff. So these theoretical things that I've written is actually my answer to that box, so you can check that out and also share yours. But let's focus today on this exercise, and let's see. Digital assistant, generative AI, natural language processing, NLP, natural language generation, and NLG, large language models, LLM, machine learning, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and deep learning. So these are the terms. They are not usually used by the marketing specialists, but as a digital specialist, sometimes you may come across these terms, and it would be nice to actually know what they stand for and understand the mechanics between the technology that is used for marketing. So let's see. So first, a subfield of computer science and artificial intelligence that uses machine learning to enable computers to understand and communicate with human language. So we have language in this list of terms, and we're talking about the ways how they process language, right? And that's why for the first one we can say that we're talking about NLP. C. Then, subcategory of machine learning and artificial intelligence. It is defined by its use of labeled data set to train algorithms that classify data or predict outcomes accurately. So basically, we are talking about the fact that we have labeled data. And this labeled data is the one that is actually used as a supervision for the training, right? And that's why the second one, it corresponds to supervised learning. We're talking about G. We're talking about the option number G. So moving on, we have a software process in which an artificial intelligence application produces an output with language that is understandable in English or another spoken or written language. So basically, we are talking about the fact that some kind of an information is actually generated. So some kind of language text, right, is actually generated, and that's why we're talking about natural language generation, which is D. Moving on. Uses machine learning algorithms to analyze and cluster unlabeled data sets. These algorithms discover hidden patterns or data grouping without the need of human intervention. So basically, we can say here that we're talking about data, and at the same time, we consider this data to be, very not clear, not labeled, and that's why we can certainly say here that we're talking about unsupervised learning. We're talking about the option number H. Moving on. Also known as predictive chatbot, is an advanced computer program that simulates a conversation with people who use it typically over the internet. So basically, we're talking about our communicators, our agents. We're talking about the possibilities for us to actually talk to the AI, and we're talking about our digital assistants. Moving on. A category of foundational models trained on immense amount of data, making them capable of understanding and generating natural language and other types of content to perform a wide range of tasks. So we are talking about the possibilities of AI to train on something, on data that can also produce something that didn't exist there before. And generally, we are talking about large language models. We are talking about LLMs, which is about the fact that LLMs are the foundation most of the time for the advanced chatbots, voice assistants. Usually they are the ones that help us to not just follow the clear rules and clear scripts, but rather generate something based on the current request. 7 describes algorithms such as GPT that can be used to create new content, including audio, code, images, text, simulations, and videos. Certainly, we're talking about, I guess you guessed it, we're talking about generative AI. We're talking about the ChatGPT and all that. That's about generative AI. It can be shortened as a Gen AI, but don't mistake it with the general AI, because general AI is different and generative AI is different. And we're currently talking about generative AI. 8. A subset of machine learning that uses multi-layered neural networks called deep neural networks to simulate the complex decision-making power of the human brain. So we can say here that we are talking about the fact that we are getting deeper in the learning process of AI, and hence we're talking about deep learning. We're talking about the number I, because we have AI, we have then machine learning, we have deep learning, and we have neural networks. So it's like narrowing down the interdependence of AI basically. And 9. A branch of artificial intelligence and computer science that focuses on the using of data and algorithms to enable AI to imitate the way humans learn, gradually improving its accuracy. And here we're talking about a branch, like a big direction, which can be further narrowed down, and hence we're talking about machine learning. Are you tired? I hope you're not. It's quite difficult sometimes if you've never really covered any kind of terms like any kind of term like this, but nevertheless this is something that is really crucial to understand. If you have any questions, please let me know, because this is something that we need to know. So I hope it was useful, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you in other kinds of more communication based types of format that I offer. So if you liked it, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's see any other future videos or communications or posts. So good luck with your career, and see you in the future videos. Okay, bye bye.